end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Patterson, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Here's Trubisky, and that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games, started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Black.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Matthew Stafford sacked.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Graham's got it, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The connection made, it's Graham. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
What's the deal, y'all?
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen.
Trubisky's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 40.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Stafford sacked.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
At the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Patterson. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
He was tackled at
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
to Jimmy Graham. It's a game.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to put a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
To Jimmy Graham.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now his shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Cohen, the ball.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be second and goal.
It's second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Tariq Cohen touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, a nice spin. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Robinson.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Bears.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Allen Robinson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I'd have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 to over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
On first down, Stafford here. pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. And fights him off. That's caught at the 3. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 17-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24 yards.
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 45-yard line.
They go play action. Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Chicago.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jamie Collins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Another former New England Patriot reunited with a former Patriot coach, Matt Patricia, of course, the head coach of the Detroit Lions. There's a sack by Jamie Collins. He's come up a career high for sacks. Had 7 last year with the New England Patriots. But what I think is best about his game and what really fits what Detroit's looking for, his versatility. They'll use him all over the field, both in pass coverage and rushing the passer, hoping to create more big plays, as we just saw there.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Bears on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Bears 17, Lions 7.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. It's complete to Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Leads the third down.
It's caught. Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down at Stafford. He'll get this one to Gallaudet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's incomplete. So 17 seconds now on
for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota playing host to NFC North rival Green Bay. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trade